My name's Shelby. I feel like I'm always on a weight loss journey. I lost a lot of weight and now I've gained it all back and we're back to square one. So just a little background. I've been heavy all of my life. When I was a kid, I was heavy. When I was in middle school, high school, adult, I've always been heavy and I'd always been trying to lose weight. So in high school, I go on the little crash diets, the Pinterest diets where you just have cucumber and tomato for a week and things like that. And obviously with those types of diets, you just gain it back. And that was when that toxic diet culture was like really a thing in like 2010s, you know? But then when I graduated and I left home, I could go out to eat all the time. So I ate so much and gained so much weight. And by the time I graduated college, I was 236 pounds. And you know, I joined a sorority, so I was doing things on the weekends that were kind of provoking that weight gain. But also I just had I still do have a really unhealthy relationship with food. When I'm stressed, I eat. When I'm happy, I eat. When I'm sad, I eat. When I'm mad, I eat. I eat to cope with things. That's not good. I've always done that. But I have lost weight before in a sustainable way or a healthier way. Now, the lightest I've ever been was 176 pounds versus my heaviest at 236 pounds. So I've lost 60 pounds before. And what I did was I worked out all the time. I went to F45 classes and I had never worked out before doing F45. It was about in 2020. I was on TikTok and saw this video of this girl who did F45 classes and she looked like me. Like she was really tall, she was thick, and she lost a lot of weight and looked really fit and she looked like she really loved it. So I was like, well, if she could do it, I could do it. It was just nice seeing someone that looked like me. I feel like it's always like really petite girls and I'm just not a petite girl. So I started going to F45 and I was obsessed with it. I mean, I did it and did it and did it every single day, or not every single day, but I did it like at least 3 times a week and I could keep up with it. And they had class times that were good for me. I could go in the evening, in the morning, in the afternoon. It was great. And when I got married, I started really diving into my calorie deficit so I could be, you know, the fit bride. And I did, and that's when I got to be 176 pounds. So I know that working out and calorie deficit is what works for me. However, after I got married, recently, I got pregnant. And when I got pregnant, I couldn't work anymore. I ended up going on bed rest because of gestational hypertension, because of my fatty liver. I no longer have that. It was from my pregnancy, but I ended up gaining a lot of weight. I was really sedentary and I was just eating whatever I wanted because I was like, I can't be in no calorie deficit. It's time to eat for this baby. But you don't really have to eat double the amount of usual, but I did. So I ended up weighing 247 pounds literally the day I gave birth. I weighed myself when I got to the hospital. That's how much I weighed. Now I weigh 230 pounds and I'm 11 weeks postpartum. So I'm literally back to square one. I'm 6 pounds lighter than my heaviest. I'm not counting the pregnancy heaviest, but I'm 6 pounds lighter. So my goal is to just get back to basics and do it again. And I'm making this video because now it's going to be out there. I'm going to share my never-ending weight loss journey with the internet, but this is my final weight loss journey. And then it's going to be a sustained journey where we keep the weight at where it's supposed to be once I hit my goal weight. So what I'm going to do now, I forgot to tell this part of the story. F45 ended up closing when I was a month or 2 pregnant, so I couldn't do that anymore. And before I was on bed rest, I tried to join another gym and it just didn't work for me. Those workout classes, I didn't like the community and the environment, which was very gym bro, and I'm not gym bro at all. Plus I was pregnant, so I was slowly gaining weight, so my confidence was plummeting. And if you're gonna be around a bunch of gym bros, you need to be confident, right? So it wasn't working for me. And now we've moved away and we bought a house and there are no workout classes in the city we live in, but there is a big box gym. So my plan is to join that. That way I can actually work out too, because now that you have a baby, you can't just go to any class you want, right? Or I can't go to any class I want because what if he needs to eat like right then and there? Like you just can't schedule things. You have to be malleable. So by going to a gym that's 24 hours though, I can be malleable. And my husband's going back to work soon, so I'm hoping that like after I do the 4 a.m. feed or whatever before he goes to work, I can put the baby back to sleep. My husband will be asleep with him, and then I can just run to the gym and then come back. And then hopefully we'll see if that works out though, right? Because you can't just plan things. But I'm also planning on just doing a slight calorie deficit because I am breastfeeding, and when you're breastfeeding you need to eat enough. So I can't like go ham with the calorie deficit, but after I hit my goal of breastfeeding for 6 months, I might start lowering it more. But who knows, maybe my goal will increase after I hit 6 months of breastfeeding. I'm almost at 3 months, which I'm really proud of. But I'm also just going to focus on healing my relationship with food, because at the end of the day, it wasn't really pregnancy that caused me to do the regain. It was because I never healed my eating. I was still eating a similar amount without exercising, and I was gaining. So I've always ate a lot, and I tried to out-exercise it, and you can't out-exercise a bad diet. Mentally, you know, this hasn't really been that good on me. It does not feel good to weigh this much. I know people are like, you're 11 weeks postpartum, don't be hard on yourself, but like, I don't like the way I feel. I don't like the way I look. My knees hurt really bad and my back hurts really bad. And I actually have a half marathon I'm training for in November. And I just don't, if I don't get any weight off, I don't think I can run it like at all, because it's just really painful on my knees. So I need to lose at least 10 pounds by November, which I don't think that's too much to lose, or maybe even 5 pounds. Anything will help as long as my knees can start feeling better. So I'm sorry if that was all over the place, but now you know my goals and my plans. And, you know, I think there's a lot of people out there who have been on a weight loss journey forever, just always trying to lose weight. You're not alone. I feel like it's just never ending. It's never going to stop, but it is now, because I'm going to take control of my life. So if you're out there, you're not alone. We're in this together. So yeah, let's see if we can do it.